This episode of the Cast of the Pod Variety brought to you by...
No, but seriously, but.
You have a dilemma.
I do.
What is it?
No.
Okay, so you guys know I'm a lightweight, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got these, hold on, I gotta find it. I got these little mini joints, and I kind of want to smoke one right now, but...
Well, I'll smoke one
Which
with
one?
you.
What brand is it? 'Cause I've been seeing them a lot lately. Oh, I actually ordered some like little mini raw cones from Amazon too to help with that. Oh wow, those are mini.
Oh, yeah.
I never seen them. Oh my goodness.
They're by the Blues Brothers, and they're baby blues. Isn't that cute?
That is
Garlic
adorable.
But I want to smoke one, and they're tiny, right? But I ate some medicated macaroni salad earlier, and I'm afraid that one of these is just really gonna send me over the edge.
It's so tiny though. I'm afraid one of these is gonna send me over the edge.
The first time I smoked one, I was like, oh, it's the perfect size joint for like just me. But then I smoked it, and I was like, maybe it was still too much.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I smoked that whole pack and I was like, oh, I need more. I need that.
Well, you guys would be thinking about that. I want to light this blunt up over here.
Here, I'm gonna throw you these.
Rolled
This
by
one
yours
if you want
truly.
one.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not too good for my baby blues, are you?
No.
Oh, no. I love tiny things.
Hey,
We'll pass them around the room. Here
I'll
you go.
smoke it.
Ready?
Hey. It coincided with me not sleeping. Like, my gallbladder messed up at the same time, so I was, like, down for the count for 4 days. Like, it was horrible. But I did it for the factor that is for my business, and I was representing Herbage. So I already said I was going to be there, so I was going to be there. And I worked so hard on all my products all week, so I had to.
right. I mean,
I had to.
what kind of products? Talk about your products a little bit. I mean, seriously.
You want me to show you?
Yes. I
Remember
mean,
to-
I've seen them.
Please do.
But, you know.
Flip the camera.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
It's like. Here, I'm gonna get this.
Everything's okay.
Oh wait, it's not on me, is it?
Yes, it is on
I
you.
heard-
Dang it!
Well,
I probably have to use one of you.
okay, let me tell a story. I was driving around yesterday. I was actually working on a story. And I was driving around. I was on the north side of Oklahoma City. And I thought I'd go back roading. And so I did. I went back roading a little bit, and I wound up just driving. I didn't look at my directions. I didn't look anywhere I was going. I was just driving. And some crazy stuff happened, but I don't want to really talk about that right now. It's a little personal. But anyway, I started following the clouds and everything and just really focusing and try to concentrate on the story that I was working on. And I wound up over by Pink. I started
By
in
what?
on the north side of Oklahoma City, and I wound up in the Pink, just west of Norman.
Oh, it's a city called Pink?
Yeah, it's a town.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Huh.
town. It's
Didn't know
just
that.
a little town out on Highway 1.
Huh.
But anyway, I just thought it was funny because I was so I was such on autopilot at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how much time passed. But then I got there and I was like, oh, for some reason I'm going here. So I just kept going with it. And I wound up out at the Pot County Hangout.
Oh, really?
Have you guys been out there?
No,
I have not.
not yet.
Yeah, it's a really, I mean, I like it. It's a laid back place. It's not crazy. Really nice people, and they've got good products. For some reason, I went there and I was like, okay, I got to buy some weed.
Like, can't stop without buy something.
And so I was that annoying customer. I got to experience being that annoying customer that walks into a dispensary and starts looking at the names of the strains. Is that annoying? I've heard that's annoying.
Like, is that what you base all of your medicine off of? Is just the name of it?
No,
or,
I never do.
Okay. Because I was like, that isn't how you go about things. If
No,
you're trying to...
I never do. But for some reason, I was for this one. And I could never find it. And there was this little jar. It was kind of hidden. Or it wasn't really hidden. Here I am going dramatic here. It's like
they opened the cell, and there you see.
It's like Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail or some shit. Anyway, I get I look at it, and the bartender and the owner's there. Man, she's awesome too. But they're like, "Whoa, try this. It's like some sort of black, just really dark indica stuff." And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Right. I just want to, maybe this will just get me in the mood for my story, because I'm working on something a little bit chilling. As a matter of fact, I'm working on it, and in the middle of the night, whenever I'm working on it, it's a little bit,
eerie?
Not really eerie. It's just, I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Or, I see what I'm actually talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get to see it, or read it, hopefully, if it gets published. But
I hope my publisher likes this.
Yeah.
He said.
Hey, I'm not a good writer. Come on.
Whatever. Don't
Anyway,
give us that.
So where was I? Oh yeah. So I got this strain, and I smoked it, and it didn't really. I didn't get high or anything. I was like, what is this? So I got home, and then I started feeling it. It was like total creeper, like really
like
creep.
like you had an edible style creeper, like just was like and dun
Oh yeah. It was like it was waiting on me.
It was like, and welcome home.
It was gonna pounce, It was gonna make itself known at some point. But anyway, it did. It made itself known. And I want to say, I don't know if it is the moon or retrograde
Or the
sun, whatever. But I think it was
sun,
the
moon,
weed.
and the stars.
I fell asleep at 10 o'clock last night, and I never do that. I fell asleep at 10 o'clock.
Oh,
Woke
that's
up
awesome.
at 11 o'clock, and I felt like I slept like 6 hours. It was amazing. And it wasn't even that high-powered. I mean, we're talking like, I think the terps on it was 2.5, somewhere around there, and then THC was around 20. It wasn't anything special. I just, like I said, I was going after the name.
What was the highest terp on that one? Did you say?
You know what? That's a funny thing, because I asked that, and we were going to get that information because she was telling me that it's got unusual terps in it.
Unusual terps. So not like your standard beta-caryophyllene or linalool that puts you to sleep, like a different one?
Yeah, and so I thought maybe that's why I'm not high. But,
right? Yeah, because those are known for more of the head effect, too.
Yeah. So, anyway, it worked. It was an interesting night. I didn't get my story done at all, though.
So how did you guys get into the cannabis industry?
It was really COVID that pushed us into the industry. I mean, we've always use cannabis. I've used cannabis since I was like 15, probably when I got my first concussion. I played sports most of my life and probably had 6 concussions throughout that time, and just never really found anything but cannabis to be able to alleviate the side effects, if you will, of that type of head trauma and stuff. So after Bonnie and we actually met in Durham, England. She was studying abroad, and I was doing my master's degree out there, and playing football as well, American football. And after that season, that was my final year, and started into private equity and investment banking, and wound up at a hedge fund. And then COVID hit, and Bonnie and I by that time had rekindled our friendship, which turned into a relationship, and now eventually a marriage.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a love story.
Yes.
Too.
But yeah, it was mainly a COVID thing. I mean, I was working at a fund in Dallas at the time when everything kind of went crazy in the world, and really what I was doing on the trading desk had kind of stopped to a lull because of just the financial uncertainty that was manifesting. And at that moment, we already owned the land out in Lone Wolf where we live right now. And, Bonnie and I just made a decision, like, let's go after this. This is the right moment. I didn't want to be sitting in Dallas during that time. And we got a great reprieve to get onto our farm and chase, what we had been thinking about for quite some time.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So on that note, I don't think we mentioned you guys are around Quartz Mountain. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
By it.
yeah, that's a really, really unique area. Tell us a little bit about the area.
For sure. It's phenomenal. It's really what made us fall in love with the property, is that we're surrounded by these Red Rock Mountains, and the Quartz Mountain Nature Park has a big lake in it that has a bunch of sports fishing going on. They have the state park actually took it over, so the Department of Tourism now runs the Quartz Mountain Park, so it's now Quartz Mountain State Park. So they've been doing a ton of stuff around the area, and it's really cool to see, because when we bought the property in 2019, it looked somewhat dilapidated, and now they've put a lot of money into the resort that sits right onto the lake, and the resort's amazing. It's like a whole arts amphitheater and performing arts center. It's just very tastefully done, and now that they've given life back to it, we're really excited to see what they're going to drive in terms of tourism. I mean, the park's packed, right? I mean, so yeah, it's been amazing living there, just because we're able to go to the beach and go, like, we swam a couple of days ago in the morning, and just do a couple of things to get us out of the grow, because that's where we spend almost all of our time.
Yeah, we hear that quite often. I got to get up there, Quartz Mountain. I mean, we all need to go up there, huh?
Yes.
We would love to have y'all out. I mean, that's the nice thing is there is a resort there, so there's accommodations, and there's all of the nature's amenities that you could ask for. So yeah, I mean, we would love to have you guys out and show you what we're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
it.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Well, we'll definitely have to come visit soon. I grew up in in Washita County, in that area, so not that far that I can remember.
That far.
And my dad used to take me out there all the time. I loved it as a kid. He made sure that I was one of those girls that grew up hiking and fishing and all that stuff. So we had fun out there.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's a pretty special place, because they have actual rock climbing that you can do, and you can't really find that in most of the nature parks around. So yeah, it's a pretty magical place for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. So one of the things that Anna brought up to me that I found very curious and was quotes.
Oh yeah. So I was I was looking at your Instagram and your website earlier, and I noticed that you guys use a lot of quotes from really great authors. So I was just kind of wondering, like, do you have a favorite? Is there an author that's really inspired you?
Oh, man.
Yeah, good question. So many.
Yeah, so many. For me, I would probably say the beat writers like Jack Kerouac. I also, through my journey, I went to rehab at a moment in my life about 11 years ago and stumbled upon a book called The Zen of Recovery. I would say anybody dealing with addiction that has a difficult time with a higher power, it's a phenomenal book by Mel Ash, and it has a lot of Eastern philosophies and just more of like presence and mindfulness sentiment in there. So I would probably say I've read that book about 10 times. And yeah, but I mean, for me, I love poetry. I love quotes and books and thought-provoking ideas, like Thoreau and Walden and the things that are more, I don't know, like trying to relate our life to nature and like, what's this existence? Because I don't think I'll ever figure that out. So that's really what drives me to poetry and books and all these amazing authors that have provided these really thought-provoking ideas to us. So try to appreciate that and incorporate it into what we do.
I love that.
Do you help grow too? I mean,
I do. Yeah, I
Okay.
help grow.
So
I take her introduction, but
We know who the boss is.
but she's the master grower,
yeah,
right?
I help grow.
Okay.
I wouldn't ever call myself a master grower.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are
Use that
moving away
term,
from
my
that.
mom feels like a bit. But yeah, I would say I'm in charge of things at the moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, where did you learn? Did you self-taught or?
Yeah, well, I actually grew up on a farm in Ireland. My parents, they owned over 100 acres and they grew wheat and barley, so more like commercial crop farmers. But yeah, from a young age, I was out in the fields helping them. Sorry. And yeah, I actually, I've always been interested in growing and, growing my own vegetables. And what I went into in college, I studied mathematics, so a world away from that.
Yeah, that's a huge
And I
jump.
graduated,
Wow.
and I got a job in an actuarial office. I did 3 months, and they offered to keep me on, and I just thought, I can't do this. I'm not made for this office life.
I feel
And
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I ended up going to Thailand, where I taught mathematics there in a school for a while, and I kind of integrated into the permaculture community there. I don't know if you know permaculture, but it's
I
kind of
briefly
the
heard
concept.
about
Yeah,
that.
tell us about it.
Yeah,
Tell us
please.
your
It's just kind of the concept of not taking from the earth, but like everything you take, you try and give back, and like a closed loop system. So I wasn't like living in any of the communities, but a lot of my friends, they were all involved in that kind of stuff, and it just really opened my eyes to a different type of farming, because my parents, it was commercial farming, so it's like monocropping, 100 acres of just one crop, and it was kind of just this different type of farming that I'd never heard about before. So that's kind of what sparked my love for farming and gardening again.
That makes sense. That all kind of sounds like it all kind of ties in together with your like childhood, almost like you've come full circle.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I really do feel now. So it's the first time where we actually have an opportunity to like grow all our own vegetables, and I always try and eat organic or whatever, but you're going to the shop and you're spending so much money.
Yes.
You don't even have
It's such a
Organic.
liberating experience to be able to grow your own food, because it just makes you
Yes.
appreciate it a lot more than just, like you
Yeah,
said, going to
definitely
the
does.
store and it's like, let me go get this tomato. It's like, well, I picked that tomato myself. So it's like, I'm going to cherish it.
Yeah.
That is
And even when you do go to the store, then it makes you appreciate like what's gone into it, and
Yeah.
makes
Yes.
you want to. It reinforces like, yeah, I'm going to buy organic because I know that they had to meet certain standards that this other product didn't, and
Yeah.
that's kind of like our fundamentals as well. We're like Bonnie said, never going to claim to be a master or an expert. Like we claim to be students and learners, and I hope that in 25 years in the industry, I'm still learning incredible things from people who have only been in it for 5 years, because I think that that's how progress is made. And that's really what Bonnie and I focus on, is just organic processes and trying to do things in a way that nature would prescribe, if you will, and then just let the plants do their thing, because I think that you can
simple.
keep it simple, and you can
Yes.
outthink yourself. Make sure your inputs are right and the application's right, and prioritize the people who are going to consume the product.
Yeah. I mean, and that ties right in with the whenever you're talking about cannabis. I mean, when Anna and I were just talking about this earlier, talking about like the difference between mass,
Yeah. Quality over quantity
Yes.
type of thing.
Right.
We were kind of talking about like the tobacco industry, and a lot of people think, when the vapes came out, which this is a totally different ballpark, but when all of the like vaping stuff came out, there were a bunch of like small little vape shops and things like that. And then big tobacco kind of shut them all down by starting to sell vapes in convenience stores, and people, I think some people fear that will happen to cannabis someday, but I'm a firm believer that cannabis users are all about quality over quantity.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like we're
So-
always gonna
They're
value
getting there.
craft cannabis. Yeah.
Some of them are getting there, but a
I
lot
think
of
the
them are,
overwhelming majority.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
hope.
being more mindful
Yeah.
of what they're consuming now, which is good, because
Yeah.
like you all are doing it right. It's doing it organically and not
Mm-hmm.
introducing all of the crud that doesn't need to be there.
And
you know?
people are just
Right.
slowly becoming more aware of what they're putting in their bodies. And
Yes.
trying to make more mindful decisions in that aspect. So
Yeah.
Agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Getting
it's hard not to kind of fault what has transpired for the reason that we're only here right now, that we're only this far into people's understanding and mindsets changing. I mean, it's in the infancy stage of the industry. I mean, people in our industry and cannabis industry would say like California is, such a mature market. It's like, yeah, without banking.
Right.
So like we're still in such an infancy stage of
Yes.
the curve that's going to happen in this progression.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's some major hurdles that have to be knocked down for us to break through on those things. But yeah, I think as the industry stabilized and grows into maturity, we're going to see people put the same priorities that they put on everything else that we use, right? I mean, everything else. It's all about safety. It's all about well-being. So I think that we'll eventually move where you see that dominating the market versus maybe, things that juice the statistics or the components in the product, but it's not really in the most agreeable methodology, if you will.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think there will always be, these big corporations that come in and just try and make as much money as they can from an industry. But I think people want to buy from family businesses like ours who they can trust. We very much want to be transparent with our consumers. So, they know how their medicine is grown. They know every time they buy something that says Bonnie Herb, like they know it's grown in living soil. They know it's all organic. They know it's small batch. They know that it's us personally, like caring for their plants. We use our cannabis ourselves for our own medicine. So, we care what we put into our own bodies, and we care what the consumer is going to put into theirs.
That's right.
Yes, and ultimately, as consumers, we have the power to keep things out of the hands of those big corporations too.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, we just have to
Side
keep
note.
reminding ourselves that, or reminding other people
But
around us of
Oklahoma
that.
is
So.
great about that. We are big on supporting locals here, so I love
Yes.
that about our state.
Yes, like, by patients for patients. I love it.
Yeah, and it's not just with cannabis either. I mean, Oklahomans do that. I was actually having a discussion yesterday with a dispensary owner about this very same topic, but it's like, people are surprised that that Oklahomans are so tight knit that they want good medicine that they're not buying it from out of staters so much. And do you expect anything different from Oklahoma? Do you really expect that you can come in here and homogenize Oklahoma like you do everywhere else?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, man. It may take you a little bit longer for it to happen, but I can guarantee you, if there's people out there like us and like you guys and everybody that I run with, it's going to be a damn hard time for you to do it, and we're going to make sure we freaking make it hard.
You messed with the wrong state.
But yeah, I mean, think about it. It's not just cannabis. I mean, tornadoes, we always pull together. Bombing,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I think that's the awesome thing about like the cannabis community. Seems to me anyway, like everyone is so supportive of each other. Like I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook, and we all share our growing knowledge. It's not like anyone's trying to keep it to themselves. Like everyone wants everyone to get better.
Yeah.
It's really supportive.
And even as a commercial grower, like, again, we don't know it all. We'll never say we do. And it's awesome to go on and talk to home growers that have 6 plants and they're doing this or that. And we can learn things from them and try to share information. I mean, that's something with our business that we really want to support, is if you want to learn how to grow your own, grow it. Like that would be the best thing for you to see how this thing works and how you can go obtain your own medicine and your own methodology. And there's equifinality in how you can truly grow this cannabis plant. It can be grown anywhere, and it can be grown in a lot of ways. So I mean, I think that's the most beautiful thing about what we're in, and that's what Bonnie and I are really enthusiastic about. It's like wanting more people to get soil, get a bag, get a seed, and start growing your own plants.
Yeah, and even if you think about it like that, they'll appreciate the cost of it whenever they do go to the store. Because I hear a lot, why isn't this free, or why does this cost so much? Well, let me see. let me start laying out all the things. But you're right though. Whenever you get into that situation, sure, it's going to be less expensive for you, and you're going to get more out of it. I believe as a person from the experience. I wish I could grow. Damn it. Anyway,
it's an art skill. I've tried.
No, I can't even grow a cactus. It's crazy. But I can smoke all that you can grow. So please, please continue.
It will grow from you.
Yeah. So.
No, but that's the great part about the industry, is sharing that, being able to share those things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, for sure. And, you hear that a lot too, as, businesses, small businesses, especially, are opening up, and they're like giving tips and tricks to one another, and trying to help each other out and really being kind. It's really nice to see kindness.
Yeah. It's empathy too.
Yeah.
It's like we know what we're all going through. We're all trying to be like, hey man, this might make your life a little bit easier.
Yeah. So
That's
just why not just try this and everything, maybe. Anyway. Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about though were your pouches.
Right on.
I love those things. And the reason why I like them is because to me, it's marketed after the outdoors person. Tell me if I'm wrong.
That's exactly it. I mean,
but
or living in it, and then we're just thinking like this would be convenient, like if we had this. So yeah, it was definitely, that was the thought.
Yeah. So tell me more about it. Tell me more about the pouch.
Really, it's and this is what we're trying to emphasize people, because it is, it's not a revolutionary product. It's just a nuance of a product, for people who actually like to roll their own J's and do things however they would like to do them. We wanted a product so then people could do that, and we wanted something that would be convenient for people as well. So what we do for our ground flower packs is we take whole buds. We basically, with our grow, we sell our top colas as buds that go on shelf, and then everything underneath that on the plant we grind down and then package and provide it in these ground flower packs. The big deviation that we're trying to emphasize is that we're not putting trimmings or anything like that in this. We're trying to put a whole plant in there, and also give you papers and crutches and everything that you need to have a good time if you're on the boat or you're hiking or biking or whatever it is that you like to do outside. So that was kind of the genesis of it, and what we came out with was what you see with our blended hybrid packs.
I instantly went to fly fishing. I did, man. Whenever I saw it, I was like, man, that'd be so cool to have in your pouch whenever you're fly fishing. I really like it. I like what you're doing there. The only thing that worries me about this type of thing, and it doesn't worry me, it's just a preference. I'm a noser. And so how are you going to combat that? I
think it's that you have to get it in the hands of the consumer. Most of the time it's going to be overlooked because you're going to be seeing the flower on the shelf. This is for our tops, they're going on the top shelf. So everything that's below it, it's still a top shelf quality buds. It's just not something that, a dispensary is going to want to nug out. So that's essentially what we do to give the nose, is we train the bud tenders to be able to show them how to function with the pack, open it up, and usually whenever that happens, it's pretty telling what's in the package.
There you go.
Yes. I love that.
Yes.
Well, that's such a neat idea. It's like the perfect little stoner kit for when you're on the go.
Yes, festivals exactly. Or even golfing. Yeah.
It's just for me, I like strictly smoke spliffs, unfortunately, and I'm trying to get away from it.
It's okay, man. It's all right. It's all right.
I know I'm gonna get a lecture from everybody, but that's kind of the only way that I can smoke. I mean, when I was living in Europe and traveling around, they don't smoke straight cannabis. Like, they just don't. It would be like mental. I literally had some of my Spanish buddies when I was playing in Spain tell me like, you guys are crazy. You load bongs up with just weed.
And they think that's crazy?
So,
it's like, we're pretty crazy, I guess.
Yes.
Wow.
So I got hooked on that, just doing the spliffs. So this pack, I have one right here. So this pack is like, I always have it on me because, and unfortunately I have a pack of cigarettes with me too, but I'm working on putting that side of it and just going straight cannabis.
Well, open that thing up. I want to see it. Put it right to the camera. That thing is awesome.
Is the inside, and then it comes with the papers, and the papers have crutches on them as well. Sorry, I'll get it better in the camera. And then, you don't really even have to open it up to get the nose, but you can really get it once you open it up. And then, it's just a ground flower, whole flower ground down. We put a humidity pack. It's not a Bodiva because it's actually touching the flower, and it's made of plant fibers. It's just a different company that we found that actually it's made of all organic materials. So we felt better about putting that with the flower.
Yes, keeping it full circle. I love that idea.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm all about like everything organic. Like as soon as
I am too.
Not like, the surface value organic. I'm talking about like, true organic. Not slapping a sticker on something that's organic, but like
Exactly.
I want to ask you guys about your branding. because it's very interesting, and I just love your whole vibe
Thank
that you have. So how
Well-
did you come up with that?
Well, the deer has just been the symbol for us since we bought our land, because every morning we come out and there's like a family of 10 deer just there grazing on the grass, and so that's how the deer came about. And
yeah, we just wanted to try to embody more of the homestead that we're going to create with our brand.
Right.
I mean, cannabis is our staple that we're going to really push and make our mark in, but you know, we are a farm and we want to show that we're a homestead. We plan to have farmers markets at our farm, and we plan to do, you know, herbs and different types of amenity products, if you will, that we could provide, like, you know, sage bundles and things like that, things that we're growing in our farm.
Ooh,
So we
ethically
wanted
sourced
to
and
be,
everything.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, like all non-GMO seeds, and we're growing everything from seed. So we're not pulling genetics or soils from other places. We're not buying clones from other places. So that's, it's all in the same vein. But that's kind of the idea behind it, is we really wanted it to be something that could speak to a lot of people, and people in Altus and Lone Wolf and Mangum, and speak to people in Tulsa and Oklahoma City, kind of like just more of a warm and inviting homestead brand. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of our mission and kind of what we wanted to do.
Well, it definitely drew me in as soon as we got there.
Well, great.
Yeah. So, you know, as soon as I just got a notification on my camera there, and it popped up on the screen that I have a meeting today with Bonnie Acres Farms at 3:30.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, I thought I turned my notifications off.
That's funny.
Anyway.
So I love that, and I love the sentiment behind the deer.
Yeah, I love
Right on.
their
Because I can
look on
tell,
everything.
just like just you guys telling that story, it sounds to me like it was just one of those magical little things, like one of those special things for you.
It's been
it
all
is, yeah. It's Sean and I met in 2011?
13. And
we lost touch for many years. Not lost touch. We kept in touch, but we didn't see each other for almost 5 years. But I actually smoked cannabis for the first time with Sean in England. And so, yeah, it kind of did.
Way to go, bro. Yeah.
You know.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to.
No, it's been great, and I'm hoping in Ireland that, you know, the laws will change there soon.
Yeah.
There's more awareness coming there. CBD is legal there now, but unfortunately, anything with THC in it is still very much illegal.
Right.
But there is more awareness around it. So
now, I'm unfamiliar. Is CBD totally legal there, or is it? Do you have to? I mean, are they still strict on that too?
No, it's it's totally legal, so you can buy it in, you know, a health food store.
Gotcha.
Or your supermarket.
Our dad's been asking us questions on how to grow it, because he was thinking he has like 3.5 acres.
Yeah, he's growing kale at the
Yeah,
moment.
he's growing
kale.
He was asking us, what do we think about him starting to
Oh no! Do it, man.
He loves it. Yeah.
Well.
So I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the deer. James has this book. I know you can't see it, but it's called Animal Speak. And it's The Spiritual and Magical Powers of Creatures Great and Small by Ted Andrews. And so I looked up deer.
That's a good book, by the way.
And essentially it says that they represent gentleness and innocence and gentle luring to new adventure, which I just feel like that's so appropriate for you too.
That's beautiful.
I love that.
It's great.
So cool.
It's so
Yeah, and I think that's why we chose the female doe as opposed to, you know, the male deer, because we are trying to give more of a I don't know, a gentle.
Yeah.
Well,
It is. It's very. It's like it's very inviting, all the way down to the logo. So, it's very comfortable. It was a very comfortable meeting you, and it's very comfortable talking with you. So I bet it's very comfortable smoking your weed. But I have been using your papers though. I do have some of that. I need to get some more of that.
We're gonna make a trip down there
stuff.
to see you guys soon.
Yeah.
You guys are more than welcome. Honestly, we're in the middle of building a greenhouse, and literally Bonnie and I are building it.
Nice.
Oh wow.
But right when we get that finished, we really would love to have you guys out and just show
come
you everything.
Camp out for a night.
Yes.
Ooh, that
Get
the
sounds
fire
amazing.
going. Yeah,
Let's
some
do
music.
it. I love it.
Yep.
Yes.
It'd be awesome.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, I hope to see your greenhouse really soon. I love
Definitely.
your product, and I hope more people actually check it out because it is really something. It's very unique. It's got a very unique take. I've already said that. I've already said it enough. Anyway, you guys are great.
We really appreciate it, James. What you guys are doing is awesome too. I mean, just how impactful you've been in the industry thus far, especially in Oklahoma. And I think it's just going to grow from there. And we look forward to continuing this and seeing it grow and mature alongside you guys. So really appreciate you guys having us on, Anna and Jasmine as well.
Yeah,
Thank you guys
so nice to
for your
meet you guys.
hospitality.
Thank you. It was
It's really
lovely
nice meeting
you.
you.
What do we
I
got
just
going
want to
on
see you
over
use
here?
my product. That's it. I just.
Wait, let's watch this.
All eyes on Anna.
Watch.
I feel like I'm gonna light something on fire.
You are about to light something on fire.
Yeah, the match.
No.
Like something
that
I didn't
joint.
intend to light though. like my hair.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a
Yeah,
problem.
we don't need that.
Okay. We got this.
Okay, everybody, watch. Here we go.
Yeah. And then I keep the wick in that little metal loop so it doesn't burn the whole wick. Oh, it's so
Burn.
it looks so good. I love it.
Oh, do you need this?
Yeah, I think I need a wick.
I don't want to toss it.
Oh, where's yours?
Yours is right in front of you.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lighter.
Well,
That's
you need
what
a
the
lighter for.
matches
That's
are
what the
for.
matches are for.
Oh, there's matches.
Yeah, there's
He's
matches
putting
in
it
there.
together.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
all right. So you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
You're gonna figure it out.
Oh,
We
I can. I
we
wasn't
all can
prepared
pull a
for this.
card.
You guys.
Can I pull a
Okay.
card?
Yes,
Yes, please
Jazz,
do.
it's your turn.
Do you want me
So-
to do an oracle or do you want me to do a tarot?
Let's do some oracle cards.
Sure.
I don't get to.
You don't?
I don't get exposure to those often, so. I
Oh,
would like
something
to.
told me to just pull for you.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared. Actually, I'm excited.
Never
I'm
be,
both.
Never be scared, darling. It's
So
for
you-
your benefit.
So you had a sense that you needed to pull a card for Anna?
Yeah, I'm a huge empath too, so I had like a influx of emotion that came to me. It was more of like a very intense, like there's some sadness in there somewhere.
Oh boy.
There's
Sadness.
well, it's not like I don't know how to explain
Anna?
it. There's certain feelings you get, you know.
You
I
sad?
mean, you guys read my editorials. You know that I like to explore the depths of my emotion.
Do you want 2 oracles? I think you need 2. Oh.
I sometimes wonder if sometimes wonder if you go deep enough.
Probably not. Not
Deeper,
often enough.
deeper.
But
But you did
Yeah.
on this last one. So
Yeah.
we just got
Oh,
the
like in
June book in today, and it's going
yes.
out starting this weekend. And on this last editorial that Anna wrote, it was one of the most moving editorials that I've read. And Anna, you did such a great job.
you're gonna
Really?
make me cry. That's so sweet. Thank you.
If you get a chance to read it, please read it. I'm not going to spoil it.
Yes.
There's a real cute picture of me too in there.
Yes,
When I was
It's a-
like, it's
it's
with
a
my
really-
dad.
it's-
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a very special
Adorable.
story to me. Thank
It
you.
is
That means a
special story.
lot.
Yes.
So,
I write like so much every month, but the one thing that I feel like always just flows out of me the most naturally is my editorial. It's like my journal. I'm just
That's
like
what it's supposed to
sharing
be.
it with a bunch of people.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If anybody reads my editorial for this month, they'll probably be like, "Man, this guy, what's wrong with him?" Like he's gone all over the edge now. So talk about a dream.
Oh, yeah.
But
Ooh, dreams can be fun.
but I use
Oh,
metaphors too. So
She
know.
giggled, so now I know I'm in for something good.
I mean, it's nothing. From what we spoke about earlier, it's about you creating your own. You need to just follow yourself. So I have design your own space. So you need to just focus on yourself and curate what's good for you, while also planting your seeds. And you're already on that path right now, planting the seeds for growth within you. So nothing sad, but again, just work on yourself. Not like work on yourself. Like, but it's time to be selfish, if that makes any sense.
The universe is telling me to spoil myself and to like put myself first.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
There's a lot of us that need to do that
Challenge
anyways.
accepted.
Always worried about others.
I can
instead
just
of worried
see
about
Anna
yourself.
now. She's leaving out. It's Anna, bitch.
It's Pot Girl Summer, ayy. And then I'll be
It's
right there,
Anna,
hyping her up. Go Anna, go Anna, go.
I love it, man. Hell yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
all for it. Anything of exploration of oneself and just gaining your true, your true higher self. I'm
Yeah.
always for it when people just going on their own path. I got the 4 of Swords for you, James.
4 of Swords again?
Swords.
Yeah.
Again.
Wait, no, you're
No,
pulling a tarot.
It was. Yeah, I pulled tarot for you. You got 4 of Swords.
I got 4 of Swords.
Didn't you get 10 of Swords last time?
A 10 of, what was it, 10? Okay,
Yeah, you got
all right.
10 last time. Now you
all right.
got 4.
Okay.
Hold on, I want to visualize that in the Rider-Waite deck because
Yeah, okay.
What?
So,
You're-
like mine, I had.
What are you guys doing now? Oh, man.
Okay, she has a
listen.
different
Okay,
deck.
so
Yeah, I have a different
I'm
deck.
totally into this world and the audience, I don't know. But, like, sometimes I feel like that I'm being,
Stretched.
No, not stretched. I'm being set in a canoe in the center. I don't have a paddle, but I kind of get a sense of where we're going, and then I've got 2 people on both sides just paddling and looking at me, and they're smiling a little bit. Like, hey, yeah.
But, like, don't
and they
worry.
know.
They know.
They know where we're going. Exactly
Yes.
where we're going. And
That's
I'm
your spirit guides.
I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's a very interesting way to live. Thank you, guys.
Alright, so are we your spirit guides? Is that what we are now?
Oh Lord.
Mind blown.
I have quite a few people that I actually call upon,
That's good.
but you guys do my readings quite often.
Yeah.
Well, Anna does more so, but Jasmine, I mean, you're new to Herbage, but
New
And
to the
sometimes
game.
I just have to remind you that there's like a new moon and solar eclipse and
Yeah.
retrograde all on the same day.
Oh Lord, especially like right now.
I have to remind myself too.
all right.
Yeah.
Listen,
So wait, can we talk about the 4 of Swords though?
yes, I want to know, please.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be done.
No way.
So what I got from your force, I mean, it is.
Why would I know?
Sometimes
we have
Yeah,
to make sure you're ready and willing to receive the information.
So I put it away because it felt like you weren't ready.
Oh, no way. I'm open.
He's like, I'm
So
ready.
sometimes with the
No,
yeah,
I
they
look
definitely wanted
forward
me
to
to read
this.
this to you. Okay. So what you've actually spoken about before, it's time for you to like have that retreat and rest. Is what this one is. Are you feeling overwhelmed of late and things of that nature? It's time to kind of settle
You know,
down a bit. is what I gathered from it.
I'm feeling overwhelmed in some other ways.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it can be speaking truer to you in another sense than what we see on the surface, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
So it's just something that you're working through. It's just kind of like refocus your vision on whatever is overwhelming you in order to get the better insight for you and to better rectify whatever you're trying to rectify, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I don't know if you ever read that card this way, because I completely agree with that. But I also sometimes think that it's almost like the swords are like hanging, like you have a few problems that are like,
yeah, it's just
really hanging over you and like clouding you up.
Yeah, you got those cobwebs in there that you got to dust away.
So rest doesn't always mean like just get more sleep. It's sometimes it's like take a rest from those problems or like take a step away from them.
So I can tell you where this kind of fits in with me if you want.
Let's hear it.
So I'm highly dependent on working and moving. If I'm not constantly doing something, creating something, painting, photography, whatever, if I'm not doing anything, then it gives me too much time to think about all the shit in my head. And I've had a lot of time on my hands here in the last 3 or 4 days because of an outstanding person that joined our company, which is Jasmine. And
oh, what did I do?
but the problem is now I'm messed up in the head.
Oh no!
Like I don't know what to do with
I don't know.
So
what
now
to
I'm
do.
walking around going, okay, I know I have all the stuff that I need to do, but I don't feel like I have to do it right now like I did up to about a week ago. So I have some personal issues that are rising up.
Oh,
Did
I do it?
No, you didn't. I shouldn't have hired you, Jasmine. I'm just kidding.
fine. You didn't fire me. I quit.
No way, man. No way. No. So this is a positive thing, and whenever that's what I'm looking at it as. This is an opportunity for me to make a couple of things right in my life that if I don't, I'll die with them. Because of pride and because I keep myself busy so I don't think about them.
Yeah.
But there are some issues in my life that need to be settled, at least some closure.
Yeah, so
I think that's what it is.
Just healing those parts of you just to move forward. That's probably why they're just coming to a light, because they're like, it's time for you to focus on it and clear it out.
Maybe it's not so much that like you pulled that card because he needs to take a step away from his problems. It's more so that he has been, and this card's saying like, all right,
time to
do something different.
Yeah.
Wake up.
I mean, even yesterday, I was thinking to myself, here we go. You know, I knew it was coming. I knew it would come.
Look at us all collectively healing together.
Yeah, but man, damn it, I don't want to go on another long journey.
We never want to go on a journey, but that's the whole point. We just get slapped into it.
Oh, I know it.
The universe is like, haha.
Surprise.
And then you're like, okay.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe it'll be very, very, very interesting.
Rewarding.
Yeah.
Eye-opening.
Very rewarding. I hope so. If not, it'll be very devastating. That's the thing that I've been pushing off, I think, is the devastation part of it. It's hard to go from being so positive.
You can't have good without the bad.
Yeah.
There's, yin and yang is there for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's fear.
Yeah. Fear is what holds all humans back.
Right.
Or any creature for that nature.
But anyway, listen, this last weekend, we never got back to that. I want to talk about that. I had the opportunity to meet some great people out of the 918 area.
Oh, yes.
That I have never met. And it was just a happenstance, you know. I wasn't supposed to go to this event, and I have a very good friend that he's Daniel with the Cowboy Cup, was inviting me to go, and I kept putting it off, and I wasn't going to go, and so I was going to surprise him. And so I drove up to Stillwater, and I had everything ready to go, you know. Got my weed ready, got everything ready for a festival. And I pulled up to the festival grounds, and it wasn't there. It was in north of Tulsa.
I mean, at least you were already kind of up north.
Yeah,
You were
sort
heading
of.
in the right direction-ish.
At least you headed north.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a detour. We'll put it that way. Anyway, I had already committed, so I was going, and so I just plugged in GPS Tulsa and went there, and went on up to where they had the Harvest Fest there.
Okay.
And they had the beer can fest. I wasn't gonna go because of the beer part of it. So I'm being an idiot, you know. But it turned out to be this awesome, really fun party. It wasn't even a party; it was just a gathering, and I met some really great people from the 918, like I said, and it was just eye-opening. I'm glad I accidentally went there. You know.
I love that. It sounds like a good time. I didn't go to that, but I went to Harvest, and it's so beautiful up there
Yeah.
in that area.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for Harvest Fest this year because I didn't get to go last year. So I'm excited to go this year.
My favorite part was of the whole thing. I know this is terrible. I should talk about like vendors or experiences or like artists that I saw. But my honest to God favorite part was the tractor that drove around with like a very narrow like trailer full of just like chairs. That it was like a trolley that would take you from one point in the campsite.
Okay,
to
that
the
is cool.
This wasn't
Yeah.
even inside the venue. It was all in the campsite. But at nighttime, they put all these lights on it. And people would just like, it was like a little party bus. Like people would just
This is
hop on.
perfect.
Yeah.
They were
Now I
playing
want
was
to
music.
go so bad.
I rode that tractor for like, well, whatever you want to call it, the trolley. I rode it for like an hour.
That is absolutely perfect.
It was great.
Well, last weekend they had that thing out too, and
Oh, really?
you know, everybody was riding around on it at night, and they had Trippy Hollow down there and everything. It was really fun, lights up and everything. I remember looking up, and it was like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
It's
anyway.
like almost like you just enter into like a different reality.
Yeah,
You go
it's very fun, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to go, Jasmine. We're going to the sesh tomorrow night, right?
We are. I'm so excited. I'm trying to talk Jasmine into coming.
Dude, I mean,
a
I
lot,
cannot
though.
wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun.
You haven't been yet.
No,
so
I haven't
this
been to
will be your
one, and I
first
keep
event.
catching like the lives and all that. And you know, Nagy, he's such a cool dude. Anyway, it just looks like fun.
It's
Where
gonna be
is
fun.
that one gonna be? At the Magnolia?
At the Magnolia Room, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, another cool little bit. I'm getting so ahead of us, but in July, I've got a story coming out about Hugh Glass, and he's going to be performing as well.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to
Cool.
put that in the magazine.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a
Yeah.
heads up.
Okay, I have to say one thing. I got really, really high. And I smoked like half of that little joint. But
Seriously? I was like, I'm not feeling anything anymore. Is it time for a dab?
I ate maybe
think
like
so.
10 to 15 milligrams of the macaroni salad.
Only 10 or 15?
I'm a lightweight.
Child's
You are
play.
such a lightweight.
Child's play.
I swear. I wish I could be that way. I wish I could be that way. I really do.
It's rough. It's a rough life. But
Save
it's
me.
also.
Whoa, there's some flamage going on. All right, we're gonna have to.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to call this because somebody's dabbing over there, and I need a dab. Hey, Dab's in the kitchen.
Dad's
Dabs in the kitchen. Dabs in the kitchen. Brothers in the room, laying down the bed and jump on the bus, so we made it down. Tell me what you're missing. Tell me what you're missing. Dabs in the kitchen. Dabs in the kitchen. There's a tiny little something that I want from you. Give a piece just to see what you can do.
I want to see these products.
I have some of them, and then I believe you have some too that you can show to the cameras as well. But I have some starting off as well. Ones that has been really interesting for a lot of people are my Puff Intentions line, which is these herbal blends that helps heighten your cannabis and all of that. Or you can even have it as a tea, because it all is natural, edible, organic herbs that can also be consumed as a inhalation. Like, you can smoke it. For instance, like my relaxing puff, it has the lavender, rosemary, and chamomile. So again, talking about those terps, like it'll heighten like your linalool, your beta-caryophyllene, and then also your anti-inflammatory with your chamomile. So when you're, of course, this with anything that you take in, you have, like, if you have any type of allergies and stuff like that, you obviously don't want to do it. But there's also, of course, like warnings for inhalation with chamomile. It's like if you're pregnant, you kind of want to stay away from it, things like that. Right. And I kind of give those warnings, excuse me, on my site as well. But they're all like, I did the relaxing puff because I needed it to help me relax during the, like at night, and then like bring forth a deeper meditation. And then I have my love puff to help, you know, like it has the rose and hibiscus and lemon balm, and all of that helps with, you know, sensuality or just loving oneself. Kind of like in a self-care.
I liked that one.
Yeah, I have it as when it's a tea, it is so good, especially paired with that honey. Oh, it's like I was having it for the new moon, actually for self-care, self-love is what I did for that tea.
That was another one of those where I went off the name. Yeah. I was like, okay, I want to try this.
Yeah.
But I drink it as tea too. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. It has that nice subtle floral, and then it kind of hits you with that earthy tone with that lemon balm in there. So it has like that nice robustness to it, and I love it. Yeah. It's really great. And it's like that's what you get with your marigold and lemon balm too. It's very earthy, and that's to help brighten your mood. Okay. So it's really good. And, you know, like if you don't want to use your own grinder, do like food grade resin grinders that help with it. And you can just have it on the side, and I can adorn them with crystals, and all those can be custom made.
Mine. Can you?
Yeah.
This is the one that she made for me.
That's cool.
I love it.
I like the colors.
Yeah, and those are
inspired.
Flowers.
Yeah, those are inspired for Pride Month actually, but they didn't turn out exactly. But they turned out good. They're still pretty cute. Does
yours, like, on the inside of it, to me, it seems like it's more durable, you know?
Oh, yeah. Epoxy resin is super durable.
Yeah. So, you know, you get these cheap ones, like, at, like, head shops or whatever. We can call them head shops now, right? I'm just kidding. But you know those little cheap ones that you bring with you, they either break or they get all sticky or whatever. This seems much more.
You definitely don't want to use like, you know, sticky bud, because just for the simple fact that sticky. Yeah. Excuse me. And then I also started putting hemp wick and matches together in like a nice little jar, but I don't have one on me right now.
I
but
do. They're so cute. And then it has the little, what do you call it?
The strike pad.
The strike pad on the back. I love it.
And it's nice, like, I use it for smoking my cannabis and my flowers, and then also using it for lighting candles and stuff, especially when you have your nails. The ladies out there, when you got them nails, hemp wick is the best to light those candles. Just light a match and stick it on it.
All right. Okay. Listen. Okay. All right. I got to step in here. Okay.
This is too girly.
No. All right. So, I've seen people use the hemp wicks and everything, and I've never used them. I've always considered it too hipster for me. And the reason why I say that is because why the fuck do I need it? But you just explained it to me in a way that makes sense, okay? So thank you.
Not only that, it's like if a lot of people are trying to get away from like inhaling a lot of butane and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's why they'll use the hemp wick instead of using the lighter, so you're not inhaling all of the fumes and stuff too, and like also changing the flavor of your flower.
Yeah, I can see that, but I just.
But yeah, I mean, when you need to reach something, it's perfect. But you also sometimes have to use tweezers because when it'll start to like really, the flame will really travel up and you lighten that candle. So you gotta
And plus, it's really hard to light one of those on a golf cart. You know?
Oh yeah, if you're outside, hemp wick is
it's
impossible.
horrible. Yeah. But I still love it though. It's great for Instagram.
Yeah, it is. No, listen. Don't let me stop you from doing that. I am not saying I think it's great. What I'm saying is that you've actually explained it to me because I've always had a closed mind.
Oh yeah, you can definitely use it to light a lot of different things. You don't have to just use it for your bud. It's great for a lot.
I think
all you hipsters out there, I'm sorry. Just for this part, though. I'm only sorry for this.
I feel like this is really going to be too hipster for you, but I'm going to turn mine into a necklace because I always lose my lighter. So if I have, like, matches and hemp wick around my neck.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to follow you guys around and you guys can light my...
He's like, what do I pay you guys for?
To light
if not to light
the joints, okay?
No. No way. No, I am lucky to be in your presence. I'm just joking around.
Whatever.
Anyway. So that's what you did this weekend. You didn't sleep.
Oh, yeah. I slept on the couch for, like, little spurred moments. It was like cat nap. And then, like, I finally, like, crashed and it was glorious. But I was still very tired and sick from everything. It's like my body cannot handle all of that. It just cannot handle any of it.
Gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah. It's like, that's why I was doing self-care for the new moon. Because I had to take care of myself. Did a lot of grounding.
I slept a lot through the new moon.
That's still self-care. Sleeping
it is, yeah. You're right. I just like normally put my crystals out to charge and do all of that, and I just
the energy's still going.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeet him onto the windowsill.
I also I don't think it really matters the phase as long as you have the right intentions.
Yeah.
When you're doing stuff like that. So we had a fun last weekend. We went to Relax Park for the Green Grow Fest. What was it? Pre-party?
Yeah, kickoff
party. Yeah. Words are hard,
I was trying to let you struggle there. It was fun. That was fun. Yeah. We had a lot of fun. I mean, I did.
I did.
Yeah.
I had fun. Yeah.
I didn't go.
Time.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You were busy not sleeping.
Yeah. I honestly thought you were there, but I think we've been going there so much lately that my weekends are running together.
Yeah.
That's happening.
Oh, okay.
We've been doing a lot lately.
All right. Well, a lot of work out there to do.
That's true.
There's a lot coming up, too, especially with the next couple of weekends.
I had a very interesting weekend, and I'd love to talk more about it.
Yes.
After we talk to our guests.
Perfection.
All right.